KWTN 100.9 FM. Welcome everybody to Winnebago Talks right here at the KWTN studios. My name is Garan Coons, Communications Officer for the Winnebago Tribe, also known as DJ Guaranteed on the Big Voice. I'd like to welcome in to give us an introduction and say hello to everybody, DJ Bethani.
Hello everybody, DJ Bethani. My name is Bethany Redhorn, the Winnebago Communications Office Manager for the Big Voice Radio, DJ Bethany.
Also the host of All Requests Live every Thursday from 11 to 1. If you guys got a request, make sure you guys get it on in. We are also joined in the studio. We're going to go with Tyler today. Go ahead, Tyler.
Good morning, everybody. I am Tyler Snake, the Winnebago Indian News Office Circulation Manager.
Yes, and last but not least, we also have our Win editor. Go ahead, Brian.
Good morning, everyone. Brian Chamberlain, editor for the Winnebago Indian News, MCBKC at KWTN 100.9 FM.
Okay, so we got a lot to talk about, and I think we're broadcasting. Everything's plugged in. We should be good to go. We took some, we were broadcasting on Saturday down in for the Bancroft Rosalie game. Congratulations to them. They punched their ticket to the NSAA championship game in Lincoln, Nebraska. I don't think the brackets have been out yet, but we might look to see if somebody wants to sponsor the audio broadcast from us.
Yes.
So we're thinking about it and stuff. But nonetheless, how was you guys this weekend?
Very productive. Got to enjoy a good family meal with my family, and it was awesome. My nieces spent the night with me as well, and yeah, just family time. It was good.
Short weekend, huh? Because we had to work on Saturday and everything too. I know my nephew had his birthday and they went swimming. So remember, you guys remember going swimming and staying at the hotel and everything?
Man, it's like the highlight.
What a vibe.
Yeah. Crazy. How was you guys this weekend?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decent, not long enough, but whatever.
Yeah, went by fast.
Yeah.
I just want to make mention that we have a lot to talk about. We're going to start with the Winnebago Indian News. We also have Ho Chunk Community Development Corporation. Two in the gang, Two and Tony are in the house here, and they got some information to talk about and get out there. So if you guys can help us out, maybe share the stream or let your people know that we're going to be talking about a lot of good stuff here on today's session. We also are going to end with The Answer Is and a section called Did You Know?
Yes.
By DJ Bethany. Did you know? I'm always excited to learn something here today on Winnebago Talk. So go for it, guys.
Me or you, Tyler?
I'll go first this time.
All right.
So I write the Bagel Bits, and I kind of talk about the events happening around town. So recently, 3 officers were deputized to work for the police department. That was Ben St. Cyr, Kenny LaPointe, and Sean Bear. So congratulations to them. Pretty cool, just getting some support from wildlife and parks to, help with the police and whatnot.
Yeah, especially on the weekends, I believe. And thanks for stepping up, guys. I know that they did it before. Peace Snowball was the one before, and then Ben is going to be helping out and stuff. But I think Acting Chief Anthony Walker, he's the one that kind of deputized them. We were over there taking pictures, and it was a short live stream. It was like a minute and a half, 2 minutes and stuff. They just raised their hand and read off the oath, and away they go. But yeah, helping with community policing and stuff like that. So appreciate that.
Indeed, a lot of good stuff there. What?
Yep, and then I talked about another Ho Chunk Renaissance bingo night, as well as their fry bread championship.
Yeah.
I guess Elaine Earth is the one to buy from.
What?
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations to her.
Testing that.
Yeah, for sure.
She could bring some samples. Hint.
And then last but not least, I did talk about the state wrestlers. Pretty exciting. We didn't get no live stream, but it was pretty quick.
Yeah, we were at last Bear Moon, but congratulations. History has been made for Winnebago, as Jared Doxey is the one that first time ever that the Winnebago got a gold medal, at the NSAA down there at
boys.
Yep. Yeah, for the boys. And Precious Decora, she's making some headlines. She got the fastest pin. She got 2 of them.
She got 2 of them.
And then she also made the podium. Oh, we're going to be talking about that. Refs.
We are.
Because we seen that. She, controversially, in my opinion, this is my opinion, but we'll have to go to the ref Maybe
Absolutely.
I don't know.
No, and in that, I'm glad, we'll use that as the segue, I guess, guaranteed. And so, in the Winnebago Indian News, in the print version, there's going to be an article as an editorial in the next issue that comes out in about a week or so. But we're also going to start an online Facebook discussion about it. And it's really good because everybody in this room right now has some type of athletic experience. And we've had very different and a wide array of experiences regarding athletics and the format and the media, the sport, the game, all this other kind of stuff. And it also even spills into the powwow arena. And what we're going to be talking about is bias in refereeing, bias in officiating. Because as what you were talking about, guaranteed, there are times when it appears as if Winnebago or native athletes in general are on the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
Is that the way we're going to say it? When it comes to the bias that seems to be very prevalent in the world of officiating.
Yeah.
And this is definitely not something new. It's not something, singular or has just recently happened. It's pretty much all over the place. And so that discussion is beginning. So look for it on our social media page, on our Facebook site, as well as, again, the editorial that is kind of really going to kick it off in the next version of our print issue.
Yeah, we have an editorial policy in the
Yes.
Win, and you have to sign it. And
Yep.
so I think that it's a great discussion starter.
Yes.
Some are going to have their stories, and it's not to tag up on the refs or anything like that, because we all make mistakes. We might miss a call or whatever, if you're a referee, but at the same time, is there underlying causes that
Sure.
make them to make that call before, like a bias, or is there something? So we all witnessed it.
We've all been there. Either if you weren't a fan or maybe you were the one on the court. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody in this room right now has some type of exposure to that. That's, again, it's a very unspoken about topic. Don't get me wrong. When the issue is happening, of course, the people are livid right then and there. But it really doesn't take on much life after that. Maybe that's a good thing, at the same time. But it's a very hot button issue. It's something that touches a lot of lives because it does impact, everyone who's in an quote unquote athletic arena, because at the same time, we got to say that it comes into the powwow arena as well. You'll hear dancers, singers, etc. talking about the officiating.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it goes across the board. But again, researched discussion by
Yeah.
the individuals, and something that we hope to bring opinions out, because that's really what we want, guys, is
Yeah.
where do you stand on this? On what side of the coin or what side of the topic do you find yourself sitting? So
Right. Speaking of like your own opinion, we have a water election coming up.
yes.
And let's talk about that a little bit. The deadline is going to be in March. Can you believe we're already in March? Where did February go, guys? For
Yeah,
real. But
January was like 3 years long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then blinked and February was
I know,
already gone.
right?
man, it's crazy. But the election, it's a
Yes.
What do they call it officially?
Ballot by mail.
Ballot by mail
Yes.
election that's
Yep.
going to be taking place. Information is on our website. You have to
Yes.
go to Winnebago Tribe. It's right on the top there. It says notice of special election, and it's the Winnebago Water and Sewer System Ownership.
Yep.
If you click that and you want some more information, we are imploring you here at the Big Boys to make sure you exercise your vote if you
Yes.
got a ballot.
Again, yeah, and of course, we talked about this in the last show. It's also information in the last issue that just came out in your mailboxes on Saturday. And also, like you said, guaranteed, it's also on the Winnebago Tribe's website. Only the residents who live within the corporate limits of the village of Winnebago received ballots. This is not a tribal-wide election. It's not a res-wide election. It's for the village of Winnebago as a corporate entity. So anyone who lives within the village limits should have received a ballot if you were registered to vote. Now, the date has went by in order to register, and so that kind of stuff is all, the timeline's already expired. But get your ballots. They are in your mailboxes. If you haven't already gotten them, go check your mail, because I got mine, and they've been there now for about a week. Fill it out. Make sure that it's back into the office of the Thurston County Clerk by the deadline, because after the deadline goes by, they're not going to take any more and your vote won't count. Because of the small amount of voters in this, each vote has kind of like a multiplying effect. each one is going to be worth that much more. And the question is essentially, shall the village of Winnebago turn over the water resource, equipment, etc. to the Winnebago tribe of Nebraska? Yes or no? And again, like you said, it is your opinion on, do you think it should be retained with the village as it has been for decades, or shall it be moved over to the Winnebago tribe, who the tribe feels it can do a better job? So
March 11th, 5 p.m. is the deadline,
Yep.
folks. So just
Coming
go
up
ahead and
soon.
throw that in the mailbox and cast your vote. Again, kind of a historic election.
absolutely,
I
yes.
have a question.
Go for it.
So I recently did move down to Winnebago, and did get a ballot, but I'm not registered to vote down here. So how does that go?
You got a ballot for this water election? Well, you
But
were.
I never like went and signed up to vote or anything.
Well, you were then.
Really?
Yeah. So if you received a ballot, you were registered to vote. So
Okay.
you can still turn it in.
Yep. And we encourage you to.
So we need to.
Yeah. We encourage you to cast your vote. So it's a simply yes or no.
Yeah. Simply yes or no. Shall the village turn the water equipment over to the Winnebago tribe? I mean, there's other language in there. I'm summarizing, and by all means, read your ballot, or talk to your family and friends and relatives who did receive a ballot if you didn't get one, and pretty much try to convince them, how they're going to vote. Most families do have an understanding of what they're facing. There's a lot of issues that we've had with the water quality, especially, like the color. There's even
Yeah.
smell issues and this and that kind of thing. That doesn't necessarily mean that these things are going to be eradicated, but they're going to be dealt with in a different way. The Winnebago tribe has a different methodology, if that's the way you want to say it, than what the village has been doing. So
Alrighty. If anybody has any questions and stuff, we're going to try to help you answer. That's a great question. There's no such thing as a bad question, especially around elections and everything. We didn't really have the largest amount of voter turnout for our presidential election,
right.
but we had an uptick of people that came out and realized that how important it is to vote.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, voting participation always matters. And so that was also our front page story, our main headline for this last issue that we said just came out on Saturday. And so also we covered the last Bear Moon powwow, which you guys were very much a part of as the live stream. And again, we like to put on there because the headline wasn't just the powwow itself, which was fantastic. And I want to take nothing away from it. We have some great pictures. Thank you to the contributors who shared those. But the main story we ran was the live streaming audience. Over 20,000 views for the entire day. That's massive. That's huge. And again, it continues to grow year over year. And so last Bear Moon powwow, like we wrote last year, last Bear Moon roars. It sure as heck roared once again. And then what we wrote in the headline, it mauled the record for
The attendance record.
Yes.
You got to use those bear terms. So,
I'm gonna say the best compliment that we got. The best compliment that we got, and the reason we did it here momentarily after this commercial break. Nah, I'm just like seriously.
Oh my gosh, like a game show.
I was going to say.
Or like Maury.
And out there, it's one of the complaints that we get is this: there's not enough space.
Sure.
We're gonna always probably get that complaint and everything too. But in Alder said we did such a wonderful job with the live stream that it felt that they were there. They got to watch their relative without exposing themselves to the flu or being packed in there and stuff. This person was in a wheelchair. And that was the best compliment that I got. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes.
Like, that's the reason we try to do the best in the production. And it's all native. You know what I mean? Like we figured out how to be a producer, how to be a director, how to do the graphics, how to do camera operations, and talk to it. Behind the scene is crazy, guys.
Yes.
Like seriously, it is nuts. You're trying to get that shot. You know what I mean? And the drums are blasting, and it's like it's crazy. It's just that, but. That's how it is. If you cover football, if you cover, you have to account for all those things. The cord's not connected, or you're like,
Yeah.
what happened there? Something got disconnected. No internet. This year, probably when we first started out, this is 1,000 times better. Mm-hmm. So good job. Good
No,
job.
a lot of good stuff there. You guys had some technological upgrades from this year to against last year and stuff again, and it continues to grow. Of course, last Bear Moon, again, and we wrote that in the article as well. It's becoming, as if it wasn't already, but it's becoming one of the premier stops on the Powwow Trail as the trail begins.
Yeah.
And so it's a big thing. Again, Winnebago's hosting that, of course. Packed it to the brim. No standing room only.
What was your highlight?
I would have to say I really enjoyed how you guys did the 8-way split, or how do you say that? Like the 8-way tie on everybody.
Yeah.
So everybody walked away a winner.
Yeah.
So spotlight special still, of course, but it just was really awesome to see all the little ones get the spotlight like that, and then they got to, and then seeing those like the feedback that came in when I shared like a clip from our discussion last time about it, and then one of the parents of one of the little ones commented, and she said that she really appreciated the spotlight special being on the little ones like that, and that they got to enjoy a moment, about their dancing and just spotlighting their talent like that, and then they all walked away a winner. So yeah, I would say that was it.
Yeah, and we had adversity and stuff that we had to go through. One of our camera operators went on vacation, and you know what I mean? Like,
Is that what that was?
Free a real one.
Yes.
We're not going to say any names, but nonetheless, guys.
Can turn around real quick.
No, very good stuff there. So we covered the last Bear Moon Powwow, and then of course we also had a story ran about the championship effort of Jared Doxey II.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
so congratulations again to him out there. And then what we always want to put out there is the Winnebago Indian News deadline is going to be Tuesday of next week. So if you have information, you have about a week to get that to either myself or Tyler, and it's always Tyler, TYLER.snake at WinnebagoTribe.com, Brian.Chamberlain at WinnebagoTribe.com. And then also if you have addresses that you need to update, we've got some messages recently that tribal members want the wins sent to their relatives, especially those incarcerated.
Yeah.
And so always get a hold of us to make sure that they're receiving the latest issues as well. And then we're always on Facebook, so that's kind of good stuff there.
Thank you, guys. Alrighty, so we'll welcome you guys back in for The Answer Is, and DJ Bethany won last week, so you get a lifeline. Tyler, good job.
Ooh,
Do we get a hint?
a hint?
Yeah, a little hint.
No, because I think it'll give the questions away. But I will say it's colorful.
There you go.
There you go.
Ponder that one.
All right, thanks, guys.
And ask these guys, they're both athletes. Ask them about refereeing. I know
Yeah.
they're here for their subject. They've been robbed. So
All right, what else do we got? Come on up here, Tony and two.
Yeah, so just wanted to remind everybody, as you mentioned through our introductions, All Request Live, we're getting our top 5 promo out there, so you got to help us vote for our top song of the week. We have a new winner this week, so that's on Thursdays, hosted by me at 11 a.m. You can submit song requests, you can dedicate to someone. We do birthday shout-outs, so I know there's a lot of March babies with March birthdays coming up, so that's on Thursday at 11 a.m.
Thank you for that. And as we get settled in, I love your sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Can we get a shot of that? That is really cool. It's an old school throwback wrestling, the native Winnebago Public School. And we have discussions about mascots and everything too, but this was probably, Tony, what do you think? Probably the one from like 1960s and 70s?
I ain't that old.
Charlie
It looks like it.
Yeah?
70s.
70s? That is awesome. That is awesome.
Custom
Okay.
made on the school's website.
Nice.
For sure. Nice. Okay. We got to get into introductions. Who are you and your job title and why are we here today? Two, we're going to start with you.
All right, I'm Tu Sharpback with Ho Chunk Community Capital, the Farmers Market Coordinator.
Oh, man, you're famous. Look at all those hearts and likes and everything. You must have a lot of relatives tuning in and stuff. We also have,
Yep. Tony Wood. I'm the CDFI coordinator for Ho Chunk Community Capital.
hey, thanks, guys, for coming in. I know that Tony had some information to present. We'll talk about that here shortly. But Ho Chunk Community Development Corporation doing a lot of good things. And then CDFI. Some people, if you don't know what a CDFI is, can you kind of give us a little description of that?
Yeah, CDFI is a community development financial institution. We're actually our own organization. There's 2 organizations there. We capitalize on like financial literacy and like access to capital because, you know, we offer like credit builder loans and business loans, debt consolidation loans. We don't have that much capital, but we try to have as much impact in Winnebago as we can, because we were, in the past we didn't have the chance to like leverage our land or anything like that. So this is the opportunity we do to create businesses.
Wow. Okay. Debt consolidation. I'm interested in that. I'm gonna have to come check you out on that one and stuff. But you guys have some events coming up, and some. I know that in the past you guys had an opportunity for people to basically, multiply their savings account and stuff. There's a whole gamut and whole slew and plethora of information. So go for it.
I'll let two go off on the. We're came here for the programming, or we're doing some youth programming.
Okay.
And we're trying to kick that off. We did a couple of dates last week, but we're trying to do like Tuesday, Thursday, and we're collaborating. But I'll let two take care of that part. So.
Yeah, that's a collaborative effort we have with Boys and Girls Club and LPT Extension. We got Trey and Stuart jumping in, Tia, that are joining forces with us. So every Tuesday and Thursday after school, we have the after school program come through, and we just do informational. We're gonna do a lot of activities, based on gardening, tree tapping, foraging, taking them out to the farms. We just want to expose these youth to a lot of different areas in agriculture, that they aren't quite accustomed to seeing a lot. And we just want to put them in many of those spaces that we can, just to, spark that interest in them. What's going to grab their attention, because at the end, end result, we want to see our own youth, our tribal members in those positions instead of outsourcing.
Nice.
That's really kind of the goal, but this is our second week. It's been going pretty good, and we're just getting warmed up and started in that area. But yeah, they do not have to be a part of the after school program at the Boys and Girls Club. So if you have any kids, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can send them over to our office at Woodland. We'll engage with them with whatever program we have or the activity of the day, and just get them involved with what we have going on. It's not just, like I said, for the Boys and Girls Club. We're open to, taking and engaging with all youth.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. What age group again?
We kind of have a nice little group there. We're as far as like third. That's our youngest that we have over there. Third graders, but I mean we've had younger.
All right, so if you guys need a babysitter, no, I'm just like, I'm just kidding.
No, Auntie too.
Yeah.
Make them sit still. No,
No, for real.
We'll sugar them up and then send them home.
There you
yeah.
So, you mentioned like planting trees and everything. March, I think, is Earth Day, right? Is Earth Day coming up?
April.
Earth Week is in April.
Earth Week, they call it now.
Oh no, Earth Day is April 20th.
Okay.
No,
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
So it's coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that week actually.
I want to tell you a personal story. The very first time I danced at a powwow, Mrs. Ledium, that's Kevin's grandma, she used to have that store up there. You remember that store? And she used to sell star quilts, and she had, some. Anyways, there was a pair of bustles in there. And the very first powwow that I danced fancy at, and I was probably 7, was down here at the school. They had an Earth Day powwow. That was my very first time. Crazy. And the rest is history. You know what I mean? Like, that's just... So Earth Day kind of does have... making that awareness, because there's a lot of rainforest, trees getting cut down and stuff. And still to this day, we should be planting trees and growing. You know what I mean? Like, growing is very important, because we need to be self-reliant, self-sufficient. They call it food sovereignty. So you don't have to rely on going to, Walmart, Hy-Vee, all those places and stuff, But yeah, I just want to make mention. That's my sidebar.
Yeah, all that.
So Tuesday, Thursday. Tuesdays
Yes,
and Thursdays.
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, this program is based off of, we got a grant from Native American Ag Fund, and so it's about workforce development and like food sovereignty, and so that's some of our programming is going to be about workforce development, because like Tu said about outsourcing and stuff, Like, recall, I was with Ho Truck Farms a long time ago, and we used to pay the farmers, the local farmers, to do all the operations. We've taken over a lot of that, right? But I always kind of relate to our kids as like we're still kind of outsourcing like the soil part of it, the chemistry, the conservation. We outsource a lot of that, and so
Yeah.
we want to like engage them and say, hey, you know, this could be you. You know,
Right.
we want to like we always say, like who likes science, who likes math, whatever. So you could be the resource that Whole Chunk Farms takes it to the next level.
Yeah.
You know, because instead of outsourcing, taking money off the reservation, it could be right here to families. you know.
Nice.
So
Nice.
so
And then in April, we have Indigenous Native Youth Business Day.
Yep.
Or-
Oh yeah, you brought that graphic up. Let's
Yeah.
talk
Yep.
about that. Go for it.
yeah, so that's a collaboration with Little Priest, Center for Rural Affairs. They're the ones that kind of headlined it. Center for Rural Affairs. They had some youth programming and some money available to like do like kind of like a Shark Tank deal. So there's spots for 20. I'm not sure how many are in so far, but we are actually going to obligate some money as well for 10 ag businesses. So that could be like, planting some tomato seedlings or something, anything like that, So we'll work with the kids to like a business plan. And I say it's going to be like a Shark Tank thing on a Saturday. And at the end of it, so they'll come up with like $500 for a startup, and that's right ahead of the farmer's market too. So it'd be great timing. So.
Wow. I mean, shoot, to get some startup funding, that is awesome. We started in my college dorm, a DJ business. And we used to go and do dances at the mortuary. Isn't that crazy? Like, what? You remember that? Meet me at the mortuary. No, but
We got to go to the center, huh? We
Yeah.
didn't have to go to the mortuary.
she says, "Dang." Okay, get out. No, but we charged like $3, a person, and Valentine's Day dance and all that. But we used that to, we kind of got a pot of money and like, hey, we're gonna buy our own equipment so we don't have to rent.
Yep.
And then soon, like, Marty School called us, and we were going up to Marty every month, and that was really cool because we built our arsenal and everything too. So I'm glad that this is happening. Indigenous youth, whatever it may be. We have a lot of people that maybe it's we got some singers, we got beaters, we got sewers. All they start it up, man. Register, so you just gotta scan that code there and get your
that QR code. Yep. So I know
Space is limited.
Anthony Warrior. He's representing NICC. I'm not sure who's representing Center for Rural Affairs, but they're going to be there as well.
I think it's Angelina.
Yeah, Angelina. Yep. So it's going to be in our office building on a Saturday. We'll probably have some food and everything available. But yeah, definitely, if you have any kids that have aspirations to be entrepreneur or small business, tell them to check out that QR code.
Right.
So
Cool, man. Well, great. What a great idea. That is awesome. I hope to see that. And you guys are going to kind of shape it up like a Shark Tank. I love Shark Tank. I get inspired by watching Shark Tank. I'm like, wow, those are really cool ideas and stuff, So, yeah, all positive stuff there.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
I guess
I would say leading that into May. May is when we kick off our farmers market season. That'll be May 9th through October 24th. So we're going to go every Friday again like normal. Hours have changed from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. this year. Everything, though, is kind of the regular what we're used to, our vendors. We're always looking for vendors. So, if you have any kind of interest, go ahead and contact me.
And we're going to have some special event days with that too. We're actually supposed to have like a youth business day, and I would love to see maybe some, I always call for admin. Let's do an admin day and come down and check out our youth vendors.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Obviously after payday be good too. So
Yeah.
But leading is like there's some events that we're going to be doing for ecotourism. Of course, the Res Rummage. I just got a hold of Anna Barrage yesterday, asking her when they're going to do the cleanup, because then we kind of follow it up. Everybody's got their stuff out they want to take care of for the cleanup, but maybe there's some stuff they want to sell. So we're going to probably be doing that. I'm not sure. I think it's in May sometime that they're going to do that. And then we have a new event, actually, we're going to get started in July. We're coordinating with Whirling Thunder to do a youth baseball, softball tournament. And so we're going to
Fast
kind of keep...
pitch.
Oh, fast.
Fast pitch.
Fast pitch. Yeah. No slow pitch.
You have a history in baseball.
Yeah.
You probably know a little,
Yeah,
couple things about
yeah,
baseball.
That's where we kind of thought about. I mean, obviously, me and two are both athletes in the past. Mine's a long time ago, but I just remember like going to like Minnesota and all these things like that. The grandmas, the parents, everybody would come with, and everybody would spend money. I'm like, let's do that in Winnebago. We got those
Yeah.
cool 2 fields, you know.
Yeah.
So we're going to coordinate. We have so many food trucks going on in town, you know. So we're going to coordinate with them, see if they want to donate a little bit, so that we can have some prizes for the kids, some trophies, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be like July 12th.
July 12th and
Yep.
13th.
Yep.
Man, I remember attending your guys' farmers market. You guys gave away raffle tickets, T-shirts, and I'm gonna tell you a secret here. You'll get me down there if somebody's selling banana bread. I'm a sucker for banana bread, man. For real. Like, it's good stuff, you know. Like, you got to take it away from me because I'm a banana bread addict. I need help. But you have any questions for him?
No, I do. I wanted to add that I thought the worldwide, the worldwide, the res-wide rummage was actually a really good hit. I think because I like know some people that partook in the day, and like they just, I can't wait till the next one. Like that's how they're talking about it and stuff. And I remember I kind of put some graphics up on the big screen for you guys when you guys did your raffle drawing, and I think you guys had your main setup down over here where the farmer market set up. But just when you guys do that, I think it'd be a good collaboration to kind of have the big boys help out in some kind of way.
Oh, definitely. That's the thing. We would like to have a lot of coordination. You know, we have kind of a skeleton crew with HCCC, and we'd love to have some people, even like the community engagement people, because we had a lot of people, where's this, where's that, and we'd like, I gave them a map, you know, but a lot of people didn't know how to read the map. We had one guy come back because I kind of had some criticism of my map. I'm like, man, I'm a land guy. What the heck, man? I was like, I kind of got offended, but yeah, I mean, if we could have like, you know, like even pointers, hey, that's the valley, go down that way, you know, it'd be great, you know, and especially you guys, some volunteerism, that'd be great. You
Yeah.
know? So,
Very nice.
yeah.
Very nice.
And even at the baseball deal, you know, I'm thinking it'd be cool to have like the screen, have some vendors
Yeah.
at the screen along with the food trucks. That'd be
I just
great.
had an idea. I
Yeah.
just had an idea. Like we should send, because we can call in, you know, and have somebody up here and be like, hey, we're over at 509
Yeah.
something street, and they have a lot of, if you're looking for antiques or if you're looking for tools,
Yep.
come check them on out. And is there anything that you want to say? Just put them on the phone, and then we could have somebody DJing. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be, so tune in to 100.9 FM on that day to know where to go and stuff, you know, that'd be kind of cool. I want to know, Tony, I'm going to compliment you on your is it a jacket, a sweater, or
I call it my Chinese Pendleton.
I'm going to compliment you on that because that's very cool. I'm eyeing that, you know, and they say when you compliment, you're supposed to give it away. But anyways, fashion show. You know what I mean? You come on the radio station, and I always try to invest in me. We were talking about what have we been wearing for last Bear Moon and all this and that and stuff. We should do a fashion show. I know that lady from the Winnebago Public School, that teacher.
Oh yeah, Destiny.
Yeah.
The Shipman.
I mean, that would be something that I see. I got a friend from Sioux Falls. Her name's Kyrie, and she does these fashion shows. I think they did one at Fort Randall, and then she did one up during Winnebago powwow. She did one in Sioux Falls, you know, and that turned out really awesome. But you know, like let's think about that,
Yeah.
and because people from head to toe, earrings, necklaces, medallions, shirts, skirts, whatever it may be and stuff, you know what I mean? But I would like to see maybe a farmer's market fashion show one of those times.
Oh, that'd be nice. I mean, especially if we had talked about that last year at the Woodland Trails building. I don't know if we have like enough space, whatever, but I know somebody did. After we had Capri Snow's art exhibit,
Yeah.
we wanted to do that quarterly, but I said we're kind of running into a funding issue. I said, but it's always a coordination. You
Yeah.
know? But we looked at the facility and we're like, well, maybe we can start it here, and as it grows, maybe like end up at like the Ho Chunk Center,
Right.
or like even the Ho Chunk Center in Sioux City. That'd be kind of a cool venue.
Yeah.
But definitely, just showcasing like our artists, our crafters. I'm not a crafter, but I know Candace is a crafter. She would love to participate in something like that.
Right.
And we get so many people at the farmers market that, I mean, it's just every booth you go to is just really unique. You can tell like they put their heart and soul into it, and it's just the design and creativity.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I mean, let's get it off the ground.
In other words, and then you guys bring up a good point. Buy local.
Yes.
Support local. You know what I mean? Whether it's whoever it may be and stuff. The tamale lady that comes down. You know what I mean? Like that. That's some good stuff. It's not going to a big corporation and stuff. You know what I mean? I think that that's something that I'm really trying to emphasize here. We're a small radio station ourselves and stuff, but we have the ability. I think they just had with the economic blackout that took place, and they had the founder of the economic blackout. I want to say it was last Friday.
Yep.
Yep.
It was.
And you're not supposed to buy or anything like that to kind of. But he said it's probably not going to work, but it's the start. It's the conversation.
Yes.
They're going to plan for other ones and stuff, so that's very important. And yeah, if you have an opportunity and if you want more questions, or if you have any questions, maybe starting up a business or anything with ag, 2 is a great resource. You guys are located over at the Ho Chunk Community Development Corporation building,
Yep.
which is known as Woodland Trails, right over there across the street from the sculpture garden. Wow, that was I'm excited. Great conversation. You guys brought good news. There's an opportunity for our indigenous youth to maybe start up a business. That would be something that would be really cool to come out of that event, and I'm sure it will. You guys talked about the farmers market. That's going to be, what is it, season number 3, 4?
5.
Yeah.
Season 5.
Yes.
5.
Wow, cool.
We're getting up there.
We're getting up there.
Anything else, guys, before we let you guys go?
Can I kind of ruffle your guys' feathers a little bit? Not in a bad way, but you guys sent me a thing about a winter market. Can we talk about that?
Oh yeah, winter market. Those are held bi-weekly, so the next one will be on March 14th. Those are kind of the same, little setup venue that we have for our vendors, just somewhere for them to come, a space for them in the winter time. And we do it, it does pretty good. We have a good turnout. We'll be doing that until April, I believe, April 9th. And then we'll kind of cut off for a month there until we roll into our farmers market season, because they'll be going 20 weeks strong once that starts.
Heck yeah. I like that you guys put this in place to kind of make sure that they're still getting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of people, they were making some supplemental income off of the farmers, and it's seasonal, obviously with the rain, the winter and everything like that. So we said, let's open up our building, and we can showcase some programming but we've had like some of our seniors be like, hey, I came away with $100 today. Hey, that's awesome, and and it shows, again, we're spending our money local, and I love it,
That is awesome. I want to invite you guys back. We have some other things to talk about, as far as like economic and small business and getting that. You guys are a great resource, and me personally, I don't think a lot of people are using you to the, what you guys have a lot of tools, and you guys have a lot of opportunities and everything. So we want to keep driving it and stuff. If you have an opportunity, because there's businesses around in Winnebago that went through you guys that are successful today. Like to name a few, like Hey Hey Girls. They got a startup loan through you guys and everything that helped them with marketing and getting there. What are some other successful businesses that you guys help?
Yeah, we actually, Hawate's, when they started in Walt Hill, we did a loan for them. They paid that off. They did a second loan.
Wow.
Actually, the embroidery machine that they have down there now, so yeah, they got that through the CDFI. And the Laundry Lodge in Walt Hill. So there's been a lot of, we don't, we help everybody.
Yeah.
It's not just based in Winnebago. We help anybody as long as the resources are there. Of course, our Eats, we were trying to put a lot of micro enterprise, like just little startup $2,000 loans, whatever, and just have them stair step as they grow their business and get real. develop, because it's a changing game. Every
Yeah.
year is a changing game
Right.
for your business. So, but yeah, we like Savannah with her photography business.
Successful
Yeah,
business,
we-
does wonderful work, you
yeah.
know.
So I mean, as long as we have the resources there, we're trying to dole out as much of that capital as we can. As long as you do the work, the business planning like that. It's not like just walk in and here's a
Yeah.
$2,000 check. There has to be some thoughts behind it and everything.
Right.
And we have business planning software that they can work with us on, and it's really cool. It's like AI, like literally write like
man.
3 sentences and push a button, and all of a sudden there's like 4 paragraphs. And
Yeah.
that's awesome. But a segue into that about the programming. We still have that match, that match savings program, but we changed it a little bit with the second grant, and I haven't had too many hits on that, honestly, because what we're requiring now is HUD certified like home buyer education and a financial literacy part. And we can't do that. Unfortunately, we have nobody in our office, but we've been referring to the Center for Siouxland in Sioux City, but it's been really minimal. And I said, guys, it's free money to do a couple of things, and get yourself in a position to buy a house, So anybody that is interested in that, so definitely get a hold of us, and we can get you started. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for that information. Alrighty, shout out time, guys. You guys got anybody that's tuning in that you want to send a shout out to or anything like that? Or
Got a list. Hold on. No. I want to shout out our crew at HCCDC, everybody over there. I want to shout out all my grandmas, and let me see here, my family down south. That's
yeah,
about
you're
all I got.
smart. You covered everybody. You covered everybody. Go ahead, Tony.
I'll shout out to, I don't know if my kids are watching, but they turned 18 in a couple weeks.
congratulations.
Yeah, my twins turned 18. Jordana Pear, her birthday is this month as well.
Nice.
And mine is in a couple days too, guys.
Oh, okay. All right.
But definitely my family and everybody, HCCDC, HCCC, and all of our
Said everybody.
Everybody.
See, that just
all our relations. Everybody. So
Yeah, I like it, Tony, man. We appreciate you, and happy birthday to you. You graduated or graduating?
they're graduating. Yep.
Yeah, because I got a class of 2025. Onipa's going to be graduating too, man. It's exciting, and at the same time, kind of nerve-wracking. Well, so topic with discussion, when is actually over the hill?
I would say 50.
50? Okay,
'Cause
so
I'm 51. No.
we're still climbing that hill, you know what I mean? But I remember at Spencer's and stuff, you could buy the toys. This is over the hill, or the toys, but the,
I don't know. I was like, whoa.
Oh, he went to the back.
Calm down. You said it.
when you're that age, you might need some toys, right? I mean, okay.
Oh, shit.
Again, you gotta go. Nah.
Cut the line.
Thank you guys for joining us here today. This is Tony Wood and Tu Sharpback over at HCCC. Is that right?
Yeah, HCCC. Yep.
HCCC.
Yep.
Yes. You guys got a website?
WholeChunkCDFI.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It needs updated. It's pretty old, but
All right.
Nice.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
thanks a lot.
That was a great interview.
Definitely.
All right. Did you know with DJ Bethany's coming around the corner?
Yes, I'm gonna put my glasses back on.
I love this part. So just to recap, did you know that dolphins name each other? So that's why when we say your dolphin name, that's what we're referring to. And then the other one is honey does not go bad. Is that right?
No, it does not spoil.
Does not spoil. Yeah, the bacteria properties cannot grow in that realm and stuff. And so that's why I call my honey. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so today's Did You Know?
All right, so my Did You Know is kind of inspired by the weather a little bit. And so I was looking around at some weatherly Did You Knows. And so when I came across it was talking about lightning. It says lightning has been observed on other planets in our solar system. And so I'm going to go through 13 things that you might not know about thunderstorms.
Okay.
All right, so did you know that lightning has been observed on other planets in our solar system? Fact number 1 says an estimated 16 million thunderstorms occur on Earth every year.
Wow.
At any given time, there are about 2,000 thunderstorms in progress.
Wow.
says thunderstorms can produce damaging straight line winds, hail, heavy rain, deadly lightning, and tornadoes. In the United States alone, an estimated 100,000 thunderstorms occur each year, just in the United States alone. Of those 100,000 thunderstorms in the U.S., about 10% are classified as severe, producing either damaging winds or wind damage, large hail, and or tornadoes. And then there are 4 main types of thunderstorms: single cell, multi-cell, cluster, multi-cell line, so it's squill line, and supercell. Sorry, all that laughing made my eye, like, I gotta scratch my eye real quick.
So I here's my take on, but I always get corrected and stuff because when I was growing up, I said, "Did you see that thunder?" And everybody was like, "You can't see thunder." You know what I mean? You can hear it. And I was like, "Okay, all right. I'm not, I'm professionally trained and stuff." But keep going.
So then the average thunderstorm is 15 miles wide and lasts around 30 minutes. Lightning forms due to the collision of ice crystals and water droplets within clouds, creating positive and negative electric charges, which become separated by convective forces. A lightning bolt dispenses from the cloud when the charges become separated enough. Science.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Then some lightning in the U.S. occurs during the summer, but people can be struck any time of the year.
Do you know anybody that got struck by lightning? I know somebody. Whoops, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
worked with a lady once that did.
Yeah,
So, but that was
it's probably the same lady. And it was at Winnebago Paw. She had an
Wow.
umbrella, yeah. It was weird.
No,
Wow.
that was a long time ago at Winnebago's.
She said she got burned in the hand and then at the bottom of her foot.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was like,
I've seen it hit like really, really close to our proximity. I was at my grandparents' house once I was in my early 20s, but maybe even 20 years old, and a thunderstorm. And I swear to you, it hit in the yard because we were looking, inside, but we were looking out the window at the screen door, and that was the biggest, most loudest, and it was like, you could feel
I'm
something.
sorry, I don't
yeah.
need to laugh.
So-
I have like a little story too.
Yeah.
It reminded me of it.
go for it.
I'm gonna run through these real quick.
Oh.
So the last couple things that I'm gonna say about it, was that 25 million lightning strikes are recorded in the U.S. each year. Lightning kills an average of 26 people a year in the U.S. and injures hundreds more. So we were just talking about someone getting injured by it. Some survivors suffer lifelong neurological damage. There's no safe place outdoors when you hear thunder, so you should move indoors immediately. And then lastly, this is the one that I thought was really cool. Other planets in our solar system also have lightning, including gas giants, Jupiter, and Saturn.
Yes.
There are also bright flashes and dust storms on Mars, which some scientists believe to be evidence of lightning.
Wow.
Yes. And also the aurora that is on Jupiter and Saturn as well.
Beautiful. So my story real quick. My sister Maddie and me and then one of our cousins, we were like playing outside, and we're all 3 of us are a year apart. And so at the time I was probably like 7 or something. But we were spending the night with my kaka, and she kept telling us, she's like, "Get in here now." And it was raining, and like it was like that weird, like it's light out, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's all yellow looking outside.
Yeah.
And she kept telling, and it was downpouring, it was raining, but like we just playing outside, playing in the mud, like just being, we grew up in the country, so we're just playing outside, being little, I don't know, outdoorians. But she kept getting mad at us. She's like, "Get in here now. One of you guys are gonna get struck by that lightning." Kept saying that, and then it kind of just like, it just broke out into chaos real fast. Like it just happened real fast, but then like it did start like lightning, and like it was kind of scary. And like we were like on the opposite side of the front door, so we were in the backyard, and then like I don't know what we were doing, but we were running around the house and stuff. And then one of my cousin, me and my sister Maddie made it inside, but our youngest, the one that out of all 3 of us, the youngest, she got kind of like left behind, and she so like the AC units that poke out the window.
Yeah.
She like hid underneath it, and then like the lightning, like it like touched the ground, but like it was real close to her, like really close. Like she probably almost got hit by lightning. And like we were all just freaking out, and like we already booked it inside, but we were looking out the window at her, and I just remember crying. And that's all. I don't know. It's just, when you were talking about
Do you remember
yours,
smelling it?
No.
Yeah, because when
No.
it hit, like it also produces a smell. So
I just remember being really
burnt or something like
scared.
that?
no, not really. It's a weird kind of electrical type thing. Because like when wood burning, you'd think that, but no, it's very distinct.
Weird.
So, and it's very morbid, and the same thing. It's like you recognize it because I hate to say this, but have you ever smelt human skin burnt. It's got a very distinct smell to it and whatever, and so you
I
don't
don't-
forget it.
Yeah,
I don't think I
have.
did, but singed hair, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's kind of like that type of thing. So.
Okay. Yeah. No, but it's just that we kind of left her behind, and we were safe, but. And she luckily didn't get struck by the lightning, but when you were talking about your
Yeah,
story, it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
And she was underneath that, and like she's just tiny, just freaking out. And my cock is just like, I told you guys.
I love her stories. Seriously, like the way you narrate your stories and everything. You even have like a different voice for your Gaga. You know what I mean?
We all
awesome.
we all do that. You know, it's usually like if there's like some guy or whatever, because I usually do it. You know.
That's awesome. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We are going to transition into today's The Answer Is. Play along, guys. If you know the answer, usually MCBKC you gotta get the mind going a little bit.
Yeah.
So wake up your brain a little bit and see if you know. Play along to see what the score is, and let's see if these guys can get a 5 out of 5 here.
Okay.
All right, take it away.
So DJ Bestmate versus Tyler. And so Tyler, it's on my desk, so put your headphones on. Spoiler alert, because we're going to get started here. All right, ready? So 5 questions, of course, all multiple choice. We do have 2 tiebreakers if we need them. And if you know the answer outright, you say it, you get 2 points. All right?
All right.
So up first, we are in the month of March. March is recognized as Red Cross Month, among others. Who is traditionally credited with founding the healthcare organization that provides outreach and support around the world? Who is credited with founding the Red Cross?
I will take that multiple choice.
Okay, is it A, Clara Barton, B, Florence Nightingale, C, Mary Clara Brighton, D, Susan B. Anthony?
I didn't recognize any of those names besides Susan B. Anthony.
So D?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So question number 2. According to the Social Security Administration, the top baby names for boys in 2023 were, and you have to guess which one,
Okay.
Liam, Noah, Oliver, James.
Oh, for 2025?
2023.
Oh, 2023.
Yep. So, because of course, the babies are born, they get their social security numbers, and their names are on there. So, according to the Social Security Administration, the top baby names for boys in 2023 were Liam, Noah, Oliver, James. Which one?
I'm gonna go with Liam.
A?
Yeah.
All right. Then question number 3 is obviously that. Also, according to the Social Security Administration, the top baby names for girls in 2023 were Olivia, Emma, Charlotte, Amelia.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
Give him to me one more time.
Olivia, Emma, Charlotte, Amelia.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte.
Charlotte, that is letter C. All right. Question number 4 then. In about 2 weeks, St. Patrick's Day will be celebrated in the United States once more. In what year was the first parade for the holiday held in New York City? Do you know it outright, or do you need the multiple choice?
I'll take the multiple choice.
A, 1762, B, 1888, C, 1775, D, 1903.
I'm gonna go with 1888.
Letter B.
88.
Okay. And then finally, question number 5. You have to know it outright.
Okay.
It's Mardi Gras today. Let's go. We're off to New Orleans after the show ends.
Yeah.
I hope you made your king's cake for the party. What makes the king's cake special?
What makes it special?
King's cake.
The king's,
King's
cake.
cake. It's special because it's made with love. Aw.
Is that your answer?
That was last
That's
month.
my answer.
That was
Okay.
last month.
I know.
That was last month.
All right, so we have Tyler's turn. Okay, so while she's getting her, don't forget, guys, the Winnebago Indian News deadline is a week from today on Tuesday. So if you have information that you want to have inserted, or articles, or letters to the editor, whatever it is, submit them to myself or Tyler at tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com.
The question of the issue was about self-care.
Yes.
That was pretty interesting, and it sometimes we get long-winded, but
Sure.
sometimes we just give short answers and stuff. But I appreciated that question. 'Cause
Okay.
it made me look up what is self-care.
Right.
And I know that we did Indigenous Voices, and they were talking about self-care and stuff. but
Sure.
I was like, what is self-care to me? And I chose music
Yeah.
as my self-care and stuff. So she made her presence known.
Yeah, my answer was the Gen X
Let's
answer. What's that? So, yeah.
For sure. Okay, welcome.
All
you
right.
get a lifeline.
Okay.
All right, so we are
So,
ready.
5 questions today. The first 4 are multiple choice, and if you know it outright, of course, just say it, and you get 2 points for that. All right.
Okay.
So, question number 1. We are in the month of March. March is recognized as Red Cross Month, among others. Who is famously credited with founding the healthcare organization that provides outreach and support around the world? Do you know it, or do you need the multiple choice?
Let me get that multiple.
A. Clara Barton. B. Florence Nightingale. C. Mary Clara Brighton. D. Susan B. Anthony.
Can you say them again?
Sure. Clara Barton. Florence Nightingale. Mary Clara Brighton. Susan B. Anthony.
B.
B. Florence Nightingale?
Yeah.
All right, and you are both incorrect. It was Clara Barton. It originally started as an effort in the Civil War. Clara Barton became a field nurse, quote unquote, not necessarily educated toward that, providing the emergency services to the wounded troops and soldiers in the fields, and it just took off from there.
So who is Florence Nightingale?
Florence Nightingale was another nurse, I believe, and I want to say she was related to something with, it was one of the diseases. So, yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
Yeah, close.
0-0.
Yeah.
Educated guess.
All right. So, and then Susan B. Anthony, of course, was the lady responsible for women's voting rights. Mary Clara Barton is a name I made up.
I knew she sounded familiar.
Yes. All right. Question number 2 then. According to the Social Security Administration, the top baby names for boys in 2023 were, and here's where you guess it, Liam, Noah, Oliver, James. Liam.
Oh, one of them?
Yep. Liam, Noah, Oliver, James. Which name was the most popular in 2023 according to the Social Security Administration?
I'm gonna say Liam.
The first one, letter A,
Yeah.
That's my guess, dude.
and you are both correct.
Yes.
Yes, Liam.
1-1.
Cutest name in there.
Uh-huh.
Liam,
Cutest
Noah,
name in there.
Oliver, and James. So. And you named your boy all 4 names. No, just kidding.
That's his middle name.
Oh my god. Okay, so then question number 3 obviously has to be also according to the Social Security Administration, the top baby names for girls in 2023 were Olivia, Emma, Charlotte, Amelia.
Yeah, no, right?
This one's hard.
Again,
I'll say
Olivia.
Charlotte.
Okay, you going with Charlotte?
Wow.
Okay.
You guys are.
Yeah, you both guessed Charlotte, and you are both
I was
incorrect.
thinking-
It was Olivia.
That was the first one. I was like, Oliver? Maybe, I don't know. 'Cause
No, Olivia.
2023. Olivia, huh?
Yep, Olivia. So Liam and Olivia were the top names in 2023.
a lot of Olivia's coming out soon.
Olivia from The Color Purple, remember that? Okay, and then question number 4. In about 2 weeks, St. Patrick's Day will be celebrated in the United States once more. In which year was the first parade for that holiday held in New York City?
I'm glad I saved it. I'm gonna use it here.
Okay.
Wow.
Are you
Let's
sure?
see
Okay,
here.
so the possible choices are 1762, 1888, 1775, 1903.
Get those comments.
So she's using her lifeline. Do we have anyone online that wants to offer a guess? When in which year was the first St. Patrick's Day parade held in New York City? 1762, 1888, 1775, 1903. Do we have an answer?
Not yet.
Or you can still take a guess.
If we don't get an answer, I'm gonna say 75.
Oh wait, Cisco said 1762.
You gonna go with him or stay with your own?
I'm gonna go with Cisco.
All right, and that's letter A, and he saved you. Yes, it's 1762.
Wow.
So, yep, so
Back was
it
against
is.
the wall.
Yep.
Thank you, Cisco.
All right, then finally, question number 5 is the one without multiple choice. You just have to know it. Today is Mardi Gras. Let's go. We're off to New Orleans after the show ends. I hope you made your king's cake for the party today. What makes the king's cake special?
Isn't there a baby inside?
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
That is the correct answer. Yes, there's a small baby that's put into the batter when it's baking and stuff, and yes, so.
How did you know that? I did not know that.
A couple like holidays do it, like Mexican or Hispanic people do
There's
it.
others, yes.
Yeah. So
Wow.
if you get that piece, you gotta make everybody a dinner or something like that.
Really?
Or you're gonna have the baby, or you know what I mean? Something
So
like
the tie-breaking question number 6 is, what does getting the baby in your cake mean?
that. Ooh, I'd say one of those two. You're gonna have a baby, or you're gonna be responsible.
What's your
for
guess? What's your
doing
guess?
Something.
Okay.
What is getting the baby mean?
If you get the baby in your piece of cake, what does that mean?
It's gonna be a good year.
That's what I say.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh, me? I
Yeah,
get to
go-
guess?
yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Tiebreaker
So
question.
you get the baby and the cake and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because I never had a king's
Said
cake or
bad
whatever.
luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it brings you wealth.
Okay. The correct answer is you have to be the host for the party next year.
I
Yes.
knocked all this stuff over.
And one of you guys said bad luck. Yes, if you eat a king's cake prior to there's some religious holiday in January, that's considered bad luck.
Wow.
Yeah, because of course Mardi Gras is like a 6-week period after
Market goes
Christmas and
down.
Epiphany, and it all fits into the birth of Jesus and stuff. And of course Lent begins on Ash Wednesday tomorrow, which is why Fat Tuesday, ergo Mardi Gras is today. Blah 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 blah. So
And then isn't Ramadan happening, or did that happen?
yes, that
There's a
is
lot
currently
happening right
underway
now.
as well in the Islamic faith. And then there was another one. Some believe the colors of Mardi Gras represent what?
So it's purple, gold, kind of yellowish,
Green.
and green.
Yes. Purple, green, and gold. Some believe the colors of Mardi Gras represent what?
A king.
Okay.
What do you got?
Just a celebration.
Okay.
Celebration.
Good luck and wealth.
None of you said Beetlejuice?
3 wise men.
Beetlejuice.
It was that, yes. It is the crowns of the 3 wise men. So you guys were
Shout out
close
to
on
Cisco.
that. Yep. So.
Oh, I thought you just knew that.
He commented.
It's like,
Yep.
dang.
But Tyler ended up winning 2-1. So yeah.
Shit in your face. Got real
I
competitive.
know, so. But yep,
Shout out
today
to Cisco
is
for
Mardi
tuning in.
Gras, Fat Tuesday. Tomorrow's Lent.
We need to get him on
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should come
Cisco.
up.
for real. You know, that is
Come
cool.
host a game with his questions.
Yes, yes.
Uh-uh.
All right, guys, we're gonna do shout outs, and then we are going to probably, I guess it's gonna get serious out there. So you know,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
The weather.
yeah, as far as the weather and stuff, expecting. I think it's the wind is the really kind of
As of about 3 minutes before the broadcast started, the National Weather Service upgraded the warning to an actual blizzard warning for our local area. So that will be happening beginning this afternoon through Wednesday. So if you have stuff that you need to get or whatever, you need to start doing it now, because
Yeah.
once the snow becomes that, it's going to be pretty bad, because also the Nebraska State Patrol, they have their traffic cameras. They were showing images from out west in Nebraska, and it's already hitting.
wow. Okay, so it's a warning. You know, there's
Yep,
a
it's
advisory, a
gonna
watch, and
happen.
warning is that it is
Yes.
intimate. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So, all right. So that's my thing, is make sure you guys stay safe.
Yeah,
That's my
absolutely.
shout out for
Yep.
today, guys.
I want to give a shout out to my niece, Penelope Ella Redhorn. She's turning 2 on Friday, and we're going to have a birthday bash for her on Saturday. She loves cocoa melon, so it's a big old cocoa melon theme. My mom makes the decorations by hand, so she like makes the characters and stuff, so she's been working hard on it. So I just wanted to give her a shout out because she'll be turning 2, and her terrible 2's already been kicked in months ago. So yeah, she's full blast, but I just love that little girl so much. So shout out to Penelope.
Tyler.
I'd like to shout you guys out for the last Spirit Moon and for the volunteers for that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, you can
What
too.
was that program?
The Great Plains.
Yep, it was Great Plains Action Society. Trisha Rivers, she oversees and does collaborative work with a lot of different entities in Sioux City, and one of them was having volunteers from the ladies, a ladies shelter, and so they volunteered, and it really helped out tremendously. That was Dom, Shaylee, Michaela, and Ricky.
Yeah.
Thank you for
job
the help.
there.
Yeah. Brian?
Thank you.
My shout out is going to be, the first one is going to be, I want to give a very much rest in peace to my Dega Harlan, passed on, if you didn't know, of course, and I'm wearing a jacket that is kind of in his honor today, and stuff like that, as well as the other families that are going through that as well. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. And then the last shout out I was going to give, of course, is today is Mardi Gras, so have a great day, sinners.
Thank you guys for joining us here on Winnebago Talks, KWTN 100.9 FM, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday with some great guests and everything that Winnebago talks about. Have a good rest of your day, folks.
Thank you.